Hey, this is Adrian Niculescu with a new live video. The subject for today is how to motivate yourself as a business person. Some I had an idea, and I would like to renew this idea because I received many questions from you on my Twitter account. My Twitter is at Adi Niculescu, and I have around 43,000 followers or something like that. And my initial idea was when you wanted to ask me something, either to send me a message via Twitter or to use a hashtag Ask Adrian. But what worked very well, this is the reason for doing the call today, was that I started to receive messages on Twitter. And the best way, if you want to ask me something, and I have some calls which are very technical regarding, I don't know, LinkedIn, either a very specialized subject on marketing or a very specialized subject on, but also I want to do calls or live videos, how to want to name them, to answer some specific questions coming from you. And Randy from New Jersey asked me how can he more motivated on a daily basis. As a he's an entrepreneur and he works very hard to build his business. And what I did here, I forgot the mic. I don't know how. I don't know how well did you did you hear me, but these are raw and uncut videos, and I forgot to put the mic here. And as far as I know, it takes sound from this direction and from that direction, so it was there. So I start from the start. Um, this video today, thank you very much for being part of it. It's about how to motivate yourself as a business person. And Becky, when you want to ask me something specific to answer during the calls, the live videos, just either you can message me on Twitter, and my Twitter account is twitter.com/Adi Niculescu. I have around, I don't know, 43,000 followers or something like that. Or to post on Twitter and to use the hashtag Ask Adrian. What worked very well was receiving direct messages via Twitter. So in some live videos, what I will address some technical elements regarding business, regarding marketing, regarding, I don't know, LinkedIn, Facebook, or something else. And in others, I will refer to mindset, to personal development, things which are essential for success in business and for success in life. So for today, I received a question from Randy. Randy is an entrepreneur from New Jersey. He works very hard to build his own business. Oftentimes, he has the feeling of being burnout. So the question for me was, how can he motivates himself on a daily basis? Of course, being an entrepreneur. Anyway, being an entrepreneur is, I believe, one of the hardest jobs you can have, because you can say that entrepreneurship, it's a certain type of job, but very special. In sometimes it's a job where you get paid only after a very long period of time. But even so, if you are like me, and of course I like very much the concept, the 4-hour work week, but at the end of the day, it's more like a concept to sell something, because people want to buy. Of course, I don't have anything against the book. The book is awesome, but when people are buying something online or offline, if it's a book, if it's a training, usually if you tell them that you need to work hard or you need to invest a lot of time, they will not buy. People love shortcuts. People love to learn how to become millionaires by doing nothing. And it was a great distinction I had from an affiliate I work with. I wanted to ask him to promote a training for creating books on Kindle, on Amazon Kindle. And he told me, I have a personal development list. It's a huge list, about 100,000 contacts. And the problem with that is that most of the people on my list are what is called, and it was a very big breakthrough for me, they are personal development seekers, not personal development doers. So they buy a lot of programs, how to receive this type of energy from the universe, how to listen to, I don't know, binaural beats or something, but they don't want to work. So if you sell them a course on writing ebooks and publishing them on Amazon Kindle, they will not buy, because they feel like they are working. So when we are talking about motivation, and to answer to Randy's question, for example, what I'm doing, and of course I have many mornings when I'm very, very down, but at least 5 days a week I jog in the morning. I wake up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and I jog, I run 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 5 or 7 kilometers, something like that. And it's a constant habit to do that. And during my jogging, either I listen to the kind of music I love, either, I don't know, house music or hip hop, or I'm listening to Anthony Robbins or Bob Proctor teaching me about motivation, or about how to implement gratitude to be able to focus on what works, not on what doesn't work. And to motivate yourself, you have many avenues you can pursue. Initially, for me, the motivation idea was to attend as many conferences, attend as many events possible, and to put me around other people. But it worked for a while. But for example, there are so many big conferences when there are coming a lot of speakers from big companies, and in many occasions, unfortunately, the speakers from these companies, they deliver very, very little value to the audience. The only purpose of the speech is to sell something, to present, to promote the products from that company. So the value is very small. So anyway, I love to go to events. I love to go speaking to events, but I narrowed a lot the events I'm attending as a speaker, or um, as a listener, as a viewer, as somebody from the audience. And what works for me very well is that I do sports in the morning, and especially I go outside. Doesn't matter the weather, doesn't matter where am I. So I jog. I said 3, 5, 7 kilometers, something like that. And some years ago, for example, when I heard that Madonna jogs for 4 kilometers, it seemed huge for me, because at that time I couldn't run, or at least I believed I couldn't run more than 500 meters once, or maybe 1 kilometer, just pushing myself. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm training my mind to focus on the positive, And usually I'm using in headphones trainings from Anthony Robbins, from Bob Proctor, things niched and specially related to this thing, how to change my focus from what it doesn't work, because that's why maybe we are down in some mornings, to what actually works, by moving myself, by jogging in the same time. And it's an amazing combination. It's very powerful and it works. When you are a business person and when you are in the kind of environment where you actually work a lot, and of course anybody can work hard, but not anybody can work smart, and this is a huge difference here, have to cope with a lot of stress. And of course, when you are advancing professionally, at least in theory, the life gets harder and harder. But for you, it seems easier and easier because you are more powerful than before. So this is a huge difference. So to answer Randy about how to motivate yourself as a business person, first you need to establish a morning routine where you are moving and when you are filling your mind with positive stuff. And next, you have to define very well your why you are doing that. Because if you don't have a very defined why, it will be very, very easy to lose the motivation. And initially, I thought about myself that maybe I'm weak in certain areas, so that's why um, I become less motivated in some days. But after a while, I find out that most of the people, most all the people have this problem. Just that some people are better in dealing with that, some people are worse. So this is the difference, because the human mind works in the same way, just that you need to create new patterns, because otherwise you will function on autopilot, and if that autopilot is bad, it can be a huge problem. Also, to help this, I take some supplements from time to time, and I take supplements from Isagenix. Isagenix is a big company, and they just launched in the United Kingdom. And I have my own store with such products. And if I consume them, I can recommend them to anybody to test them. Maybe we'll do some live calls about different products and how you can actually use them. Some of them are entitled to weight loss. Some of them are entitled to keep the energy level high. And also, if you follow me online, you know that I travel a lot, but I don't travel like most of the people, how to say. First, I'm using a travel club. I'm a member of a travel club. You can find the link also in the description of this video. When I'm traveling for pleasure, how to say, and most of the time I travel to consult with companies, especially for digital marketing, for branding, and for entrepreneurial mindset, and also to attend there. I'm also um, um, sometimes my blog is a promotion partner, or I'm a speaker there, or something like that. So it depends. So I'm using a travel club because for a very small fee, I can have amazing advantages, which are not to be missed, if you're asking me. Also, I'm doing live videos, as you can see, broadcasting from YouTube, also from YouTube Live, and from Facebook Live. And when I'm broadcasting from Facebook Live, I'm using a tool. You can test it for free. You can find the link also in the description of this video. Enable me to broadcast from one fan page
or from a profile, and after that to syndicate the video to other Facebook fan pages, to other groups, to Twitter and LinkedIn accounts, which is huge, 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 huge. If you're going to events to be motivated by others, you need to know that motivation comes all the time from within, and no speaker from outside could bring you motivation. What that person can is that by using certain words, certain triggers, certain patterns, certain phrases, they wake up something inside you. They wake up your motivation, because sometimes your motivation is dormant. So it needs to be addressed. It needs to be awakened. It needs to be touched by somebody. And a motivational speaker usually knows what kind of buttons can be pushed inside you by using words, by using laughter, stories, and things like that. But motivation is all the time on internal stuff. So to finalize my answer to Randy, if you're a business person, and of course it works also if you're not a business person, start a morning routine. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 1 hour, where you are jogging, you are going to a gym, do something, but very, very early in the morning. And at the same time, you fill your mind with great information. You can also meditate in the morning, which is an amazing practice. I've started meditating in 2011, so I believe I became addicted to meditation, but it's a much healthier addiction than, I don't know, smoking or drinking alcohol or something like that, or taking some drugs, medication. I don't know. So I became addicted to meditation. And if you can have more than 1 hour in the morning, you will also meditate for 15 minutes, and it will be awesome. What is also essential is to become consistent with that. So if you are jogging, I don't know, once, twice every month, it will not work. You need to do it at least 3 to 5 days a week, and at least for 30 to 60 days to implement like a new habit. Because if you want to motivate yourself better, you need to implement really, really new habits. And to create new habits, it takes time, concentration, it takes persistence and so on. You can't install a habit by doing something today and maybe repeating anytime in the future when the stars are aligned. No, it will not work. You will lose your time, you will lose your motivation, because you will see that it doesn't work, and so on. So with the live videos, I'm doing everything I can to install the new habits of actually doing the videos, because I'm caught up with so many things related to what I'm doing in business, in marketing, and there were a lot of days where I was, how to say, too tired to do, I don't know, a daily live video or something. So I said, okay, let's cut this laziness, and at least 5 days a week, after I jog at the start of my professional day, how to say, to create a live video. Of course, I make some exceptions to be easy with myself, but at the end of the month, to have a certain number of videos. Of course, I don't want to put here like rubbish content. My promise is that I'm putting here the kind of content usually you pay to access, so to be as much valuable for yourself and for your business. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Check the links in the description of my video. Also on Facebook, you have the possibility to when I'm coming live, and also on YouTube, you have the possibility of subscribing to my channel, youtube.com/EdwinNiculescu.com. Have a nice day.